Wellness Wednesday is a health program on COPUSA Radio. I will be the host. My name is Mrs. Margaret Ofori. I am also a licensed health minister. The goal of this program is to educate, inspire, and encourage healthy eating for a vibrant life. I will be doing practical teachings and demonstration on how to cook healthy food every week. I invite you to tune in to COPUSA Radio on Facebook every Wednesday, 5 to 6 EST time. Additionally, I am the author of the book, When Food Becomes Poison, my own personal journey to weight loss and wellness. If you want to order a copy of the book, see the email down below. Also, if you have any testimonies on how this program has been a blessing to you, send your information or your story to this email down below. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for special videos on Maggie's Wellness Corner. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and your life will never be the same. God bless you. Wellness Wednesday is a health program on COPUSA Radio. I will be the host. My name is Mrs. Margaret Ofori. I am also a licensed health minister. The goal of this program is to educate, inspire, and encourage healthy eating for a vibrant life. I will be doing practical teachings and demonstration on how to cook healthy food every week. I invite you to tune in to COPUSA Radio on Facebook every Wednesday, 5 to 6 EST time. Additionally, I am the author of the book, When Food Becomes Poison, my own personal journey to weight loss and wellness. If you want to order a copy of the book, see the email down below. Also, if you have any testimonies on how this program has been a blessing to you, send your information or your story to this email down below. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for special videos on Maggie's Wellness Corner. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and your life will never be the same. God bless you. Praise the Lord. It's so exciting to meet my audience again. Today is another Wellness Wednesday. You're always welcome. Thank you very much, our viewers on YouTube and on social network. God bless you. Thank you very much. And today we have also exciting things to talk about, to learn, as we always do. And the goal of this program is to educate, inspire, encourage, one more time, healthy eating, healthy cooking, and lifestyle changes so that we can enjoy good health, vibrant life. That is the goal of this program. We always want to remind ourselves, as human beings as we are, sometimes we just need a little encouragement. We just need to be reminded about certain things, the things that we already know. But sometimes it's always good to remind ourselves what we need to do so that we can always keep doing the right things. And so today is another day, and I know you'll be blessed today, for there are so many exciting things to learn about, especially when it comes to our well-being and our health. And we know the God we are serving, He is the God of nutrition. He's so interested in our health. He has given us a whole lot of things to eat so that the body can be nourished and we can enjoy good health. And so today is another day. I want you to invite a friend to be part of this program, and I know at the end of it all, you will be blessed. When you zoom into the Word of God, the Bible, as it's always directs, the Bible says in Isaiah 48, verse 17, that God always instructs us. He always teaches us the best things, what we need to do so that we can have peace. And then we can also have what? Our well-being can be like what? The sea. God wants us to be well. He wants us to be well. And so he's interested in our well-being, both physical and spiritual well-being. And so he wants us to also take advantage of all the information he's given. That's why he's giving us the best. And one of the best ways he's teaching us is to eat healthy. So the Bible talks about healthy food. When the people of Israel were living the land of Egypt to Canaan, God just did not send them. He gave them what they should eat on the way, along the way. And even when they settled in the land of Canaan, there were good food the Lord gave them. The goal is he did not want them to eat the food of Egypt. Egypt had so many foods that were not very healthy. And so in God's own wisdom, he gave them some types of food. And this is what we are trying to incorporate into our diet. He's the God of today, yesterday, and forever. He doesn't change. So whatever he gave to the people of Israel, he's also giving it to us today. Ours is to take it, to learn, and apply it. Knowledge, when you apply, becomes wisdom. But when you get the information, when you get the knowledge and you don't apply, it doesn't make any sense. So it is important that as we learn, as we get the information, ours is to go and then apply, put it into practice. It's my prayer that God will give us the grace to change the way we eat, the way we cook. You see, God is a God of law, and whatever he has done, it's all he has laws and directions for that, and therefore we need to learn the law. So today we are going to zoom to another good one program. Of late, we've been learning about the 5 zones, blue zones, where people live healthy and they live up to 100 and over. Why is it that some countries people are dying, people are sick? People cannot live even to for 3 decades or 4 decades or 5 decades, but they're dying. But in some countries, in some places, you go and people are living up to 100. That's the reason why we are studying them. We are learning. We also want to learn from them because everybody has secrets and their secret to longevity. That's why we are learning. So today, we want to zoom to one of their super food that gives them good health. Of 5 out of the 5 blue zones we've been talking about of late, we want to zoom to one of their super food. Superfood is one of the good food. You see, not all food are the same. And so when we talk about superfood, that means it has a good amount of nutrients, vitamins, and a whole lot of things that really works well on the body. And so let us zoom to our topic for today. It's so exciting to learn, to zoom into some of these things and learn what today. So we're talking about beans as a superfood. I know with beans, everybody knows what beans is. We are familiar with beans. We've seen them. There are so many different types of beans. As I was researching and looking, the world has about 40,000 different types of beans. Isn't that amazing? And every country, wherever you go, they have all kinds of beans. And God knows it was good. That's why he has distributed all these beans all over the world. 40,000 different types of beans in the world. Ooh, this is good news. And therefore, we need to apply them. We also need to learn, and so that we can use them to improve our health and our diet. So let's zoom to some of the information we want to talk about today. Beans as superfood. Superfood for the people of Loma Linda, people who live in California, those people who live longer. This is what they thrive on. This is what they eat most of the time. It is healthy. It is good. Therefore, we also need to buy into what they are eating. Beans, as we all know, according to research, are a cost-effective plant-based protein. I know we've been talking about plant-based. Of course, it is good, it is healthy, which has made them a staple food in diets across the whole world. The whole world. Every world has beans, they eat beans. The reason is beans are good. They are rich in fiber and B vitamins, which is good for the body, helping to reduce cholesterol and blood sugar levels. Blood sugar levels, cholesterol. This is what is destroying most lives, and this is what is killing us. High cholesterol. How do we bring down our cholesterol? These are some of the ways we need to understand. So each type of beans has its own taste. That is so amazing. I've eaten a whole bunch of beans, and to my amazing, it's so amazing. Every type of beans has its own taste and flavor, texture, and unique properties that makes them great for a wide variety of applications. So you can eat them at any time with different types of dishes. Plus, beans are naturally vegan friendly, making them an easy way to accommodate them in vegans and vegetarian diets. So if you are looking for something sumptuous, something good, something plant-based, something that is healthy for your body, then you need to consider eating beans. Try all the different types and it will amaze you. I know some people love beans and I know some people too don't. But I want to whet your appetite. And don't stick to only one beans. Try the different types of beans all over the place, all across, and it will surprise you. And research again explains that beans are classified as legumes along with the peas. Yeah, we have different types of beans. We have the peas family, we have the peanuts and the lentils. These are all considered as what? The beans family, which are good. Beans are the seeds of flowering plants. They come from plants. So they are good. Not to mention the good news about beans, they are so cheap. You can buy a whole big bag of beans for maybe $2 or $3, and you can use it for the whole week. It's so easy to buy, it's cheap, and it's also healthy. Beans come in both canned and dry forms. So if you're looking for all the different types and varieties, they are all out there when you go to the supermarket. Canned beans are great time savers. Some people like to use canned beans, but I'm not a canned person, so I don't eat from cans because of some of the chemicals that they add. But people who want to save time and beat time, they can once in a while add canned beans. So we have them. They are great time savers since the beans come fully cooked and just require some reheating. So all you have to do is just reheat and then enjoy. However, beans can lose flavor in the canning process. So some people, especially myself, prefer to buy them dry and give them a good soak overnight. That is one good thing about beans. If you want it to digest, I know some people have so much problem eating beans. Try the different types, especially if your body cannot tolerate the dry beans, go for the fresh beans. Or even with the dry beans, it's always important to soak it overnight. And then when you are cooking, it makes it easier and very digestible. And then add some ginger. It breaks down that the chemical in that causes bloating. Some people cannot take it, but that's another way you can cook your bean. Soak it overnight, add ginger to it, cook it, and enjoy. And there'll be no problem with the beans. So beans are very important. They are delicious. That's one thing I've seen with them. And they are also easy to cook. I personally prefer the fresh ones because most of the time I don't really like the dry ones. So I go the fresh beans. I try to look for all the different types of fresh beans around and I enjoy them. But sometimes once in a while, I go for the dry ones, especially Azuki beans. I'll be showing it later on the screen what azuki beans are. So these are the different types. There are so many of them, but these are the few I want to show you. Beans are extremely versatile and can be used in wide variety of dishes. You can use them for so many different types of dishes, in your soup, in your stew, in sauce. There are so many ways you can cook them. There are many types of beans. Earlier on, I said the world has about 40,000 types of beans. It's so amazing. When you go to other countries, there are some beans I have never seen before until I visited the Far East. And it's so amazing to see all types, all kinds of beans. Skinny ones, tiny ones, fat ones, long ones, short ones, beautiful ones, ugly ones, but they are all beans and they are good. So we have some of them. Some of the most popular beans variety includes, we have some here on the screen. You can use it. We have the lima beans, which is very common. We have the black beans, which is also very common. Black eyed peas, which is also common. We have the soybean. It's also very common. Kidney beans, garbanzo beans, navy. Navy is the white one on the screen. Azuki is the brown one you can see on the screen. Azuki is one of the powerful beans you can also enjoy. That is what I eat most of the time. I cook it with my rice, soak it overnight, cook with my rice, or make stew out of it, or put it in soup. Azuki beans is one of the good beans you can enjoy. I love it so much. And then we have the fresh garbanzo. Garbanzo beans is also very delicious. You can get it in the fresh form or you can get it dry. We have the pinto beans. The pinto bean is also on the screen, which is very common. We have the red beans. We have the mung beans. Mung beans is also one of the delicious beans you can also get. We have it in green. Sometimes it's in green, and sometimes it's also in red. Mung beans, when you soak it, or when you sprout it, you can use it for your salad and so many things. So I'm not surprised these people who live in the blue zone areas, they are enjoying themselves with healthy superfood. They are living longer, enjoying good health because of what they eat. And remember, Wellness Wednesday always says your health is your wealth. Money cannot really buy your health, but you need to work hard. Your health is your wealth, the greatest wealth on earth. When you are healthy, you are happy. When you are sick, it's a problem. That's why the Bible wants us to learn good ways, better ways, take instructions, apply them so that our well-being can be like the sea. The sea is always vibrant. The sea is always fresh. The sea is always active. The sea has so many things. That's why the Bible refers our well-being to the sea, so that we can also enjoy peace, tranquility in the body, and then so that our bodies can also be vibrant when it comes to what we eat and how we cook the food and what we do to this body, this natural resource, precious resource that God has given us to live, enjoy it on this earth. As we think about the spiritual side, we also think about the physical side, because our body is a temple of God. And if this body is sick, God cannot use you, because you find yourself always sick, taking medication. You cannot fast, you cannot pray as you should. And that is the reason why God is so particular with our physical health and our well-being. Health benefits of beans. What are the health benefits? There are countless, numerous benefits of this superfood when you eat them and eat them well. Know the amount of beans in proportion that you need to eat. Although it is good, we don't have to overeat them. That's another thing to know. So let us know the quantity and the portion size that we are supposed to eat when it comes to good health. So, benefits of beans. Beans has high amount of protein. Beans are a great way to get low calorie protein that already has the fiber and carbs mixed in. You see, especially when you are growing after 40 years, you begin to notice a whole lot of changes in your body. Especially, it's so hard, your metabolism becomes it's so hard to lose the weight at times. So when you are hitting your 40s and after 40s, you really have to be very careful what you eat, what you put inside your mouth. For what you eat is what you are, as research says, or our doctors, they tell us. It is very true. So beans has a good high amount of protein, but very low in calories. A single cup has about 15 grams, which is good for the day. That's 2 to 3 times more than rice and wheat. That's why we are being cautioned not to overeat starchy food or complex carbohydrates, because it takes longer for them to digest in the body. But beans is not, especially when you eat the raw ones, it's digestible quickly. That's why I love to eat the fresh beans. Beans especially are good for protein building blocks called lysine that you might not even get enough. If you are a vegetarian, you have to eat more, which is good. So as vegetarians, they eat more different types of beans just to meet the requirements for the day. Protein is vital nutrient that plays a key role in maintaining and repairing the body. Proteins are necessary for the body. Children need protein, adults need protein, elderly people need protein, boys need it, girls need it, women need it, men need it. Everybody needs protein to help the body to repair and build, maintain, and repair the body. The beans are also another good antioxidant. We get a lot of antioxidants. According to research, beans are rich in polyphenols, which are a type of antioxidants which fight effects of the free radicals. You see, when anything is being destroyed in the body and you eat the right type of food, it begins to repair the damage in the body and begins to causes the body to reproduce good cells and then begin to function very well. So we need antioxidants in our food. We cannot just eat anything anyhow. We need all these good quality nutrients in the food, in the body, so that the body can fight infections and other things. See, so we need all these things, cousins that can fight a lot of infections. You see, as human beings, we inhale so many things into the body. The world we are living in is so polluted. Even the so-called water we drink, it's also another thing. Wherever we are, the planes we sit in is another issue. If you are that type of person who travels a lot by air, inside the plane has so much pollution that affects the body. And so we have to be aware of all these things, our surroundings. Wherever you find yourself as human beings, there is so much pollution. That's why we have to help the body to overcome some of these deaths and toxins around us, and especially know what to put inside the body. If you want to live vibrant and if you want to enjoy good health, you have to work hard. It's not easy, but it's very doable. You can do it. I can do it. It's not easy, but it's doable. With the grace of God, we can do it. And so we are doing it. Again, we want to look at the benefits of beans. It's good for the heart. The heart controls the whole body, and therefore we need to think about the heart. We also have to help the heart to pump and work very well by feeding this body with good food, nutritious food, low-calorie food. So people who consume beans regularly may be likely less to die of heart attack or other cardiovascular problems. One of the leading cause of disease or death in America, as we all know, is heart disease, especially with we women. And so to my dear ladies, my dear mothers, my dear sisters who are listening to me on Facebook, YouTube, let us arise and take care of this precious body which the Lord has given us. We cannot die prematurely. God is with us. He's given us everything we need. So let us arise and do the right things. Again, beans can also fight diabetes and glucose metabolism. Beans may help stabilize blood glucose level or even prevent diabetes. Yes. You see, a lot of these diabetes we are getting is from the food we eat. So beans are high in fiber. That's one good thing, and can help lower blood glucose. So instead of us consuming too much red meat, and I repeat myself again, too much red meat is not good, especially when you are not exercising the body. If you're exercising daily, you're just fine, you're okay. But if you are the type who is not really exercising, red meat is not too good. And rather, instead of meat, you can get your beans, and you get the same amount of protein as you get from even beans. And even the protein from plants is much better. It's also, when you eat fish, it also helps prevent fatty liver. You see, the fatty liver happens when too much fat accumulates in the liver because of the food we eat. And from research, I have learned that even the liver itself, and even you can ask your doctors, produces cholesterol by itself naturally. And so therefore, we don't need to consume too much food that has cholesterol, especially when it comes to red meat and other meats and other things, chicken. That's why we are being advised to eat them in moderation, or if possible, when you study the lifestyle of the people in the blue zone, they eat meat maybe once a week or once a while, once in a month, because they don't need too much. And you know, animal protein is very high in cholesterol, though it's good, but it's high, and therefore we need to balance it when it comes to our liver, which can deliver, our liver can alongside can develop a whole lot of diseases which we don't want to. So that's one of the ways we need to apply to eat more beans, or exchange beans with other fish, exchange meat with beans. Fish is okay, but once again, we cannot overeat them. Have to eat them in moderation and exercise the body as well. Beans has a whole lot of, it controls our appetite. When a person eats beans, the fiber and healthy starches they contain can help create a feeling of fullness and satisfaction. Yes, the natural, simple carbs in the beans is good. It helps you feel full earlier. Yeah, so that you don't eat too much. That's why it's good to eat the beans. Improves our gut health. Research has shown a variety of beans, especially black beans. Black ones are good, and the green ones are also very good. It enhances gut health by improving intestinal barrier function and increasing the number of beneficial bacteria. They may help prevent gut associated diseases. So the more you eat the beans, the much better. And the more you cut down red meat, that is also much better. Cutting down red meat is very important and crucial. And even the other fishes too, we can cut them down and replace them with plant-based beans. So let us learn It's also, again, benefits of beans. Superfood beans provides magnesium, which helps magnesium. The body needs magnesium. It helps make protein and bones. So magnesium is very crucial for the body and for the young ones, and stabilizes blood sugar. Black beans are a particularly good source at 120 milligrams in a single cup. So 1 cup, in a single cup, you have 120 milligrams, which is good, more than good for the day. Even if you don't eat anything, add any protein, you are just good to go for the day. After you've cooked it, not before, because after you cooked it, you need just 1 cup. When you get a 1 cup of dry and you cook it, it becomes more. So you don't need to eat the uncooked one. Cook it and then get just 1 cup of it, and you are just good to go. You are just good to go, and the body will appreciate and love it. It's also a great source of iron. Our body uses iron to make blood proteins that help move oxygen around the body. It's a key nutrient for your hormones and connective tissues like tendons and ligaments. So a cup of soybean is also one of the good beans to enjoy. It's very common, but I always say get the organic. Organic is so important. You need the organic. And so a cup of soybean has almost 9 milligrams. You can cook soybean pod. We have the fresh one, and definitely, yes, it can be cooked fresh, and then put a little salt or boil it and eat it. I love it so much. I have a good amount of them, and that's what I eat. I eat them most of the time. Soybeans are good. And even I love the milk. Soy milk is also good. But remember, get the organic. The organic is much better because of the chemicals that are being added to it. They are much better. So get the organic. And then also, when the beans also gives us folate. Beans contain several vital nutrients, including folate, which is essential for overall health, to make healthy red blood cells, help prevent neural tube defects in fetus, especially during pregnancy. So beans is good for pregnant women, nursing mothers. Beans are good for you. It helps produce iron. So it's good for pregnant women and nursing mothers, as well as even our younger ones. It's good for them. So let us look at some of the ways before we conclude. We want to look at some of the ways to add beans to your diet. There are so many ways you can eat the beans. You can add them to your diet. You can cook them. You can enjoy them. There are some times when people boil the beans. Sometimes they bake it. Sometimes they fry. So there are so many ways. There are different types of veggies you can add them, and other ingredients you can cook with. And so it is not boring at all eating beans when it is well cooked and then added to the right amount of veggies. It's not boring at all. It's not boring. Eating beans is fun, it's good, it's nutritious, it's not boring, and it's easy to cook. You don't have to cook. It's easy. So one of the ways we can incorporate beans into our diet is to replace them. Try replacing beans instead of meat to soup. You can make a whole pot of bean soup, but instead of putting in your meat or chicken or whatever, just prepare it with beans. You can blend the beans and add it, or you can just cook the beans and add it, and it tastes so nice. We can add it to our stew, our pasta dishes, our casserole, and other types of cooking that we do at home. We can use it at any time of the day when we are cooking our different types of food. Once again, I want to remind you, do not overeat them. Know the portion size. Too much of everything is bad. So, and then another way we can also incorporate it into our diet is eating chilled bean salad. You can add it to your salad. Oh, so yummy and so delicious. One of these days, I'll be showing how I make my salad with beans. Beans are tasty and filling as the main ingredients in a salad or even as a garnish to other salad and other food. And beans, as we all know, goes with rice and other things, especially those of us from Africa. We know what we call gari. You can add it to your gari. It's also good and it balances the food. Gari has a lot of carbohydrates. That's why it's always good to pair it with beans so that you get the good amount of protein to the carbs. And then also you can mix them with beans and into your grains, your quinoa, your brown rice, your black rice, whatever rice you are doing, you can add it to it. Adding beans to grains can turn an incomplete protein into a complete one. So just to get a good taste or balance of food, you can also add it to your grains or other carbs you are eating, and it's so yummy. You see? And so this is useful for people who follow a plant-based diet. So a lot of people are plant-based, and most of the people we learn from the 5 zones, the blue zones, most of them eat beans, especially black beans. They eat them, which is very good for the body. The black ones are very good, as well as some of them. So cook a savory protein-rich vegetarian stew with lentils. You can cook with lentils, you can cook with beans, you can add your onions, carrots, tomato, chili pepper, and all the different types of spices and herbs. You can add them to, and it makes a complete meal. It's so good and so delicious. And then we also want to look at some of the facts to know. Some facts to know when it comes to beans. Beans is so good, but we need to know some facts. Navy beans, the white ones I showed before, navy beans have a good protein, so they don't cause a significant, they are low in calorie, and yes, they are very low in calories, and therefore they don't cause a significant rise in blood sugar levels. So consuming navy beans it's good for the weight control. If you are that person controlling your weight, it's good to consider eating navy beans. It also lowers the risk of heart disease, the leading cause of death for seniors each year. So seniors are most of the time required to eat more navy beans because that has a low glycemic index. It does not spike your blood when you take it. So it's good for the elderly people. That is navy beans. And then soybean is the king of the beans. Soybean is the king of all the beans. We have about 40,000 of them. And soy is the king of all. That's why they use soybeans for so many things. They use soybean for tofu, for tempeh, for milk, and a whole lot of things. They use tofu, soybean. It's one of the good beans to eat. If you have never eaten it or you try it, it's good. It has a lot of benefits, especially as an important part of plant-based diet. Soybeans have high quality beans, proteins, and it is called a perfect food. So look out for soybean, get the organic, and then one of the good beans also to enjoy, Idzuki beans, Idzuki or mung beans. It's also one of the powerful beans you can also get. And then you can also try different types of beans to see which one suits you. You see, one thing I've noticed is there are different types of beans, but not all may be good for your body. Everybody's body chemistry is different. And sometimes what may be good for me may not be good for you. But the good news is, as you keep trying them, you begin to know which one is best for you. As I shared with you earlier, I prefer most of the time to eat fresh beans. The dry beans does not really go well with me unless I soak it overnight. When I soak it overnight and I add my ginger and I cook it, that's fine with me. And so I know it is with a whole lot of people. So try the different types of beans out there. See which one is good for you, which one is not good. which one tastes better, and look out for the important ones, the king of the beans, which is soybean. Look for Itsuki beans, navy beans, which has a low glycemic index, so that when you eat it, it doesn't spike your blood sugar level. And so these are some of the important things to consider when it comes to beans. Super food, good for you, good for me, good for our children, good for everybody, because beans has good amount of protein that is good for the body. So I want to thank you very much for today, for learning with me. I've learned so much today from my own research and other things. I've learned so much, and I believe you have also learned a lot today. So before we zoom out, we get out of this place, one more time, I appreciate all my viewers online, everywhere, YouTube. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you for watching. It's always a pleasure to see you. Thank you outside the country, inside the country, other places. Thank you so much. Always, as usual, we have our sister, our friend, Mamli. Yes, Dorcas. God bless you. Fairness, Mamli. Greetings, Mommy. Greetings, Dorcas. Hope you are doing great. God bless you. And then we also want to zoom all the way to Ghana. Our brother Marie Gray. Greetings from Ghana to Mommy and the team. Good to be here once again. It's Wellness Wednesday. Thank you very much. We love to see you and all the others from across the country and in Ghana, our motherland. God bless you for coming. God richly bless you. And then, as usual, we have our mother, Cynthia Nimopari. Hello, Mommy. Good to see you. Good to see you, Mama Cynthia. It's been a long time. I hope you are doing well. Good to see you. And then also we want to check another one. Mommy, please, is beans with baking soda a good idea? Yeah, I think, yeah, some people do add baking soda. Yeah, some people do add baking just because their bodies cannot tolerate. So they put in a lot of baking soda to cook it so that it breaks down that thing in that causes gas. Yeah, a lot of people cannot take beans, especially the black and white beans. So they put a little soda to cook it, which I think it's good. Yeah, so you can try it. But one thing I know, which is also very good to break down that thing in the beans that causes gas, is ginger. To be on the safer side, use ginger, which is good. Yeah, but soak your beans overnight before you cook it. And then if possible, also try the fresh ones. So these are the different methods of cooking beans, and it's good, it's okay. So try which one is good for you. I personally prefer adding the ginger to my beans. So I hope it's well understood. Thank you for coming. Good. All right. Thank you. So it's thank you very much, all viewers from Canada watching, those from Japan watching, those from across the country and other places, our children also watching, Pastor Apostle watching. Thank you very much for all our viewers. We appreciate you so much. Come again and again. And I believe today you have learned something new. I have also learned something new. Thank you. Until we meet again, my prayer is, may the Lord be with you. May the Lord give you grace and give you strength to stay healthy and eat healthy for a better, good health. May the Lord grant us all good health. That's one thing we pray for. Good health is from the Lord. So we pray for good health for everybody, especially our viewers. God richly bless you. I'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.